6 on the use of generative shape design in the 3D experience CATIA. It deals with defining a point as the center of a circle or a sphere or an ellipse. It's a fairly straightforward video, and it's done for completeness. So when you go to generative shape design, the menu at the bottom of the screen looks like that. In the wireframe tab, if you click on it, the point icon will show up. Clicking on the point icon will open up this dialog box, which has a pull-down menu, and the particular one that we're going to be discussing is circle, sphere, and ellipse center. It's fairly straightforward, and it's done for sake of completion, as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and work it out. Suppose we open up a part file, generative shape design. And I want to remind you that generative shape design essential is the simplified version of generative shape design, but it doesn't have all the functionalities. But anyway, we're discussing generative shape design. You click on it, and this part file will come up. So I'm going to do a few things. For example, on this plane, I will sketch a circle. Here's a circle. Dimensions and things don't matter. Okay. On the, for example, on the same different sketch on the same plane, I will draw an ellipse. Actually, let me do a 3-point arc. So there, this is the arc of a circle. Exit. And for example, on that vertical one, I will do an ellipse. Where is the ellipse? Is right. Let's see if you can find it. Right there. Exit. And finally, I will make a sphere as a three-dimensional object. So the sphere, you can find it, you can make it actually in the volume, the surface tab. If you go to the surface tab, and under the place that you find extrude and other thing, there's some primitives that you can make. One of them is a sphere. So click on the sphere. It says, where do you want to make the sphere? First of all, do you have a center? Well, I don't have a center, so let me go make it actually. Create a point. How about putting it right at the origin? Or you can make it go a little bit higher. It doesn't matter. There. And then it says, okay, so where is this? Yeah. And it then asks you about the radius of the sphere, etc. So, yeah. Okay, that's good. I'll just leave it to it is. So basically, we have several items that we made. There was a circle here. There was a 3-point arc. There's an ellipse here, and there's a sphere there. So if I click on the wireframe tab and go to the points, this dialog box open up, as I mentioned. Let me go ahead and use, what is that? Circle, sphere, and ellipse center. There's not much options here. All you do, for example, if you select this circle, this is a circle, but it looks like an ellipse because I'm looking at it sideways. If you look at it from the top, it is a circle. So if you select this, notice that the point has been created. Let me do another one. If I do 3-point arc, its center is created. The center of that basically circle has been created. Let me do another one. Click on the ellipse. The center has been created. Remember, this was in the vertical plane. I drew an ellipse. And finally, you click on the icon and select the sphere, part of the sphere actually. Notice that the center has been created right there. Where is this? Right there. I can see that. Let me move this thing out of the way. There is the center. You can see that. Fairly straightforward. There's not much to it. All right.